Okay, what is your name?
My name's Allie Heiler.
And who'd you vote for?
John McCain.
Okay, and what is your name?
Annie Castle.
Okay.
And I voted for Barack Obama.
Okay, and could you each explain why y'all came out to vote today?
I just think that young people need to take a bigger step in where the country's going, because it's our generation and all these changes are going to happen for us, and so we need to have our say in what's going to be involved in our future.
Okay, and why'd you come out to vote today?
Because voting is our right, and as Americans, I think that everyone should vote who's eligible.
Okay, and do you think that there will be a higher voter turnout this year?
Definitely, yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, do you think it's just among college students or just all around?
Probably more among college students, but I think probably all around also.
I think all around.
Okay. And do you think experience will play a big role in who is elected as our next president?
I don't think so, no.
I'm not sure.
Okay. This year is a historical election. There will either be our first African American president or a woman vice president. How do you feel about that? And do you have any advice for them?
Advice, I think just stick to your guns, and just do like what you think is best for the country, and I'm proud of both of them and I respect both of them.
I don't know.
And are you happy the presidential campaign is over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy.
It's been long.
I just want to see how it turns out.
What is your name?
Debbie Lee.
Okay. And why did you come out to vote today?
Because it's very important, particularly the way situation our country's in now, to express your preference for president.
Okay. And what issue did you think was most important in determining who you voted for this year?
Well, I'm a Democrat, and that's always most important to me. However, our country's at a time that we need hope. We need someone to inspire us, as John F. Kennedy did in the 60s, and Barack Obama does that.
Okay, and this year is a historical election. Either we're going to have our first African American president or a woman vice president. How do you feel about that, and do you have any advice for whoever?
I think it's tremendous. I really wanted it to be a woman president, but I'll go with the African American president as long as we can have a woman sometime. The advice would be to please stop, as I feel Barack Obama will, the politics of division and unite our country.
Okay, and are you happy the presidential campaign is over?
I'm kind of into it, but I don't know what I'm going to do from Thursday on, so we're going to have to come up with more activities.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The first question is the important historical aspects of this election.
Well, as you know, it's one of the candidates is black, and the vice president for Republican is a woman. So it's going to be the first time in history. So it's pretty big.
Okay. What are your issues and how do they relate to the candidates?
I've always been conservative. Yeah, and it's just how I was raised. I was raised with the conservative issues, morals, and I think McCain is better qualified because he's honored, from being in Vietnam, and Obama's not as experienced in that area as he is.
All right. And why are you voting?
Because it's like a family thing. We go out and vote, and I decided to vote this year because I could.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll go ahead and get you on the same thing. Okay, so what are the historical aspects of this election?
We have an African American running and a female for vice president. I think that is the most historical thing that we had in this country. Also, the historical aspect of this election is the economy is so bad. Therefore, people should get out and vote, which is a reason that I always exercise my right. It's one of the few rights that we have left in this country, so I want to exercise my right. What was the other question?
Your issues and how they relate to the candidates.
Issues is economy. I don't think I voted for McCain. I don't see how that we can have, with the economy being such a poor shape, how you can increase taxes so much, which was going to destroy the economy. So therefore, I lean conservative. Also, economy. Second is also security in this country, because you have to protect your infrastructure. And I think McCain can do a better job than Obama can as far as protecting me and my family.
All right. Okay, what is your name?
Timothy Johns.
Okay, and who did you vote for today?
Barack Obama.
Okay, and why did you come out to vote?
The country is in a difficult spot, and I thought that this is an important election, and this is obviously the clear, the better candidate.
Okay, do you think that there will be a higher voter turnout this year?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what issue was most important in determining who you voted for?
The war in Iraq, politics in the Middle East.
Okay, and do you think experience will play a big role in who is elected this year?
Not really.
Okay, and do you have any advice for whoever is elected?
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Take care, Laura.
Okay, what is your name and what is your title?
I'm Joe Cartwright. I'm an election judge.
Okay, and what do you do as an election judge?
Well, today we arrived at the polls 30 minutes before they open it. They open at 6, and we arrived 5:30. Set up the polling booths and made sure all the paperwork was correct. And since then, I have been operating one of the voting machines and helping resolve discrepancies between people who were registered and on the registration list, but who had changed addresses, or there was some other difference that had to be resolved. So we've been in contact with the county clerk's office quite a bit.
Okay.
As students move from one room to another in a dorm, we have to clarify that. As they move from one dorm to another, or residence hall from another, we have to resolve that.
Okay, do you think there's been a higher voter turnout among college students this year?
Well, this is my first time to do this, but the other folks who've been doing it for many years say it's a much higher turnout on the part of college students.
Okay, and this year is a historical election. We'll either have an African American president or a woman vice president. How do you feel about that, and do you have any advice for them?
I think it is an historic election. It's been an historic campaign all the way through, and I think if ever in American politics a campaign has prepared someone, this one has, in terms of the toughness of the campaign and difficulty, length of it. The candidates have had to have steely resolve to hang in there, and they've been faced with a lot of difficulties. So I think this process tends to help us determine which candidate is going to be calm under fire and cool-headed. And so, yeah, I think it's been a good campaign.
Okay, and are you excited that the elections and campaigns are almost over?
Yes, I can give a short answer to that. Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, the important historical aspects of this election.
Well, I really looked at how much experience they had, and how much foreign experience they've had, and that really based my vote. So.
All right. So that was okay. What are your issues then?
My issues, well, of course, the economy is a huge one right now. I don't think anyone can get away without having the economy affecting them, and so really that ties into everything because of gas prices, and the war affects the economy. So that's the big one, the economy.
Okay. And why are you voting?
I'm voting because I'm American, and it's my right and my duty, and I want my voice heard.